Let's hear what anti-Israel protesters reveal their hopes for Gaza and feelings towards Kamala Harris.
And Israel to be dismantled.
Ceasefire first.
No, I don't see more hope. I actually see less hope.
From Lebanon to Palestine. There is only one solution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution.
Anti-Israel agitators swarmed the nation's capital to protest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's address to Congress. Why is Fox News not immediately calling these like anti-Jewish protesters? I'm shocked. How is Fox News more correct than like half of the mainstream media? Mainstream media literally immediately was like, these guys are anti-Semitic. They're anti-Semitic protesters. They're all anti-Semitic. They're pro-Hamas and they're anti-Semitically pro-Hamas. They're pro-Iran. They want to do Iranian mullah style governance here in America.
I would like to see a two-state solution.
Israel right now has to stop completely the bombing and killing of civilians in Gaza.
Israel should do whatever they want to do. It's their territory, it's their area.
Stop genocide,
Ew.
stop the fight, stop the war, stop bombing, stop killing people.
The only solution will be a peaceful dismantlement of the state.
If you go to Reddit, you'll see this was the biggest anti-Semitic attack ever. Guys, many people are saying these protesters did January 6th, which is worse than 9/11. So technically, this was anti-Semitic 9/11 times 100 because January 6th is 9/11 times 100. So technically, this was 100 9/11s, but anti-Semitic 9/11s. Whereas October 7 was 1,000 9/11s, and that was also anti-Semitic 9/11s. Make no mistake, the apartheid, or just like with 9/11, America's actions in the Middle East have nothing to do with either of these actions that took place. These are infallible moral arbiters. These are states that are the most moral. They're police states. They're policing the world. And basically, they've never done anything wrong. And people were just like, yeah, we just kind of, we hate you because we ain't you. That's what they said. They were jealous. They were jealous of all the freedoms that Israel has. Just like everybody else was jealous of all the freedoms that America had. That's why America had to invade and kill a bunch of goat herders in Afghanistan. You know what I mean? To just really show the rest of the world, how it's done.
State of Israel.
Israel needs to withdraw all troops from Palestine and end the occupation of Gaza and the West Bank.
Ceasefire now. We want the people of Israel to stand up against the injustice.
I want Israel to deoccupy. I want them to decolonize and leave. I do believe that it is okay for Jewish people to have their own state, but I don't think it should be at the cost of tens of thousands of lives.
I would like a one state. I'm part of the One Democratic State Initiative. We believe that everyone has the right to live in dignity in a fair and free society. Everyone should have equal voting rights. Everyone should have equal access to water, equal access to roads.
Look at how gross and anti-Semitic she is. Can you imagine the level of anti-Semitism to say that like Palestinians deserve water? Hello? Disgusting. I'm losing my mind. Wow. This part, what's next? Are you gonna say that they also deserve equal representation? Like what? Hello? This must be one of these Iranian-backed anti-Jewish protesters that they're talking about. It is objective, guys. Everybody knows it is objectively anti-Semitism to say that Hamas and Palestinians, which is all Hamas, by the way, including especially the babies, they're Hamas babies that need water. They don't need water rights. It's Hamas.
Should never be walls, and no one should be punished for the crimes of their ancestors.
I want them to get the hell out of Gaza, the hell out of the West Bank, and to stop all kind of apartheid against the Palestinian people.
Israel needs to have a two-state solution. Palestinians need to have their own right to freedom and their own rights, their own land, where they have their own protections. They cannot be under this occupation, this apartheid state anymore. The globe is united that this is an apartheid state that Israel is conducting, and they have to come to a two-state solution immediately.
The government needs to...
He basically quoted the ICJ. Excuse me. Okay, excuse me. The ICJ, more like international communist Jew hatred. Yeah. Also Hamas. I tried. I almost went there. The Iranian communist judiciary. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, that's better. How quick-witted? Okay, man. Okay. You'll be singing a different tune at the top of the hour when I serve you that 3-minute ad break, though. Oh yeah. Oh, how quick-witted.
To comply and because this is the only good thing for them. And if they don't, the destruction is at the end. Just like any empire, you can only win so much with weapons, and then you will crumble. If you don't know history, then it's going to bound to repeat.
We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Hasan now! Stop bombing Hasan now! Stop bombing Hasan now! Stop bombing Hasan now!
Kamala Harris, we don't know what she stands for. So we're waiting to see what her stand is. If it follows what Joe Biden did, then she's no better than him.
I really hate her. I am both pro-life and pro-Palestine, and she is against both of those things. So to me, it's just she's just into a double genocide.
And she is not who I would like to be the Democratic nominee.
What? No better than him.
I really hate her. I am both pro-life and pro-Palestine, and she is against both of those things. So to me, it's just she's just into a double genocide.
And she is not who I.
That's sick. That's cool. I like that. Why not? She said brand new person just unlocked. Iraqi wizard, bro. She's Muslim. Of course she's pro-life. Everyone I know is pro-life. Dude, what kind of Iraqi are you? What do you mean? Islam is severely less restricted on abortion than Christianity is, or modern Christianity in the United States of America is. Bro, I'm the worst Muslim on the mother planet, and here I am educating a dude whose name is Iraqi wizard. Less restrictive but still promotes pro-life. I grew up in Iraq, brother. Okay, I grew up in Turkey, where the federally funded, government funded public health system offers abortions to people. You know that, right? The Islam opinion on abortion is like the Hillary Clinton take, okay, which is that abortions should be free and uncommon, basically. Like abortions should be allowed, but not as common as it is, which is already stupid, but who gives a You don't really qualify to be a Muslim. You just Muslim because you're born Muslim. You don't practice. Come on. Muslims are usually pro-life. No, that is... God, stop, please. Like, this is so stupid. My faith is not the issue here. What you're saying is objectively incorrect. It's declared haram? No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, abortion is literally, abortion is legal. Like, what the talking about with the consensus of the Muslim scholars? Oh my lord. Islam is not restrictive on abortion as in comparison to American modern Christian interpretations. And I say modern Christian interpretations because abortion was not a point of contention in the United States of America at the point of its founding. It was so not contested. It's so a new phenomena even in like the American Christian world that like Benny Franks himself was literally writing methods of how you can do at-home abortions in his books. It was not even a thing that people considered or called in the question. It is a relatively new part of American history, but because when we look at history with horse blinders, we do not have any capacity to understand that it goes far beyond the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. That's what I learned living in a Muslim society in Tunisia. Don't take offense, please. I learn new things from you daily. Yeah, Iraq is also an outlier among Muslim countries. It literally has more restrictive abortion laws than Iran, a theocracy. Yeah, it is entirely cultural in the Islamic world to add additional restrictions. People are confusing their culture with Islam. Islam is pro-choice. There are schools of thought, but the largest consensus for the larger school is pro-choice. Yeah, what the are we talking about? Dude is referring to Wikipedia. Muslim views on abortion are shaped by the Hadith, the words, actions, and silent approval of the Islamic prophet Muhammad, transmitted through chains of narrators, as well as opinions of religious scholars and commentators. The Quran does not directly address intentional abortion, leaving greater discretion to the laws among individual countries. Each of the four Sunni Islam schools of thought, Hanafi, Shafi, Hanbali, Maliki, have their own reservations on it and when abortions are permissible in Islam. A majority of scholars during the medieval age viewed 120 days after conception as a crucial dividing line in the development of the fetus. The time when the fetus became ensouled, becomes a living soul, and thus a live human being. Abortion before this point was permissible according to Islamic law scholar Abel Awad, but afterwards a termination of life. These views towards abortion are still referenced and used by several modern Islamic theologians. I don't know how you say that word. And scholars. Did I say it right correctly in the first time? Yeah. Most Muslim countries literally have legal, accessible abortions, especially if there is harm to the mother's life, which means that most Muslim countries on the planet, including Iran have less restrictions on abortion than like a red state currently in the United States of America. This reality astounds and breaks the minds of even some of the biggest atheists in the United States of America. Because no matter what happens, if you're living in the Western world, you still have that Western chauvinist dog in you. Another Abrahamic religion that does not have restrictions on abortion is Judaism. And it's pretty funny when dumbass Americans will literally turn around and be like, what are we, a bunch of Sharia law lovers? We're restricting abortion. And it's like, bro, you don't know anything. Like, what the yeah, can't believe we're operating like a bunch of Islamist fundamentalists and abortion lovers out here when it's like, that's not even a point of contention. And also, even the religious interpretation of abortion in Christianity is actually contested, but I'm not going to get into that currently. When did Hasan become a wiki Andy? We're addressing where some of this common misconceptions are coming from.
I would like to be the Democratic nominee, but I mean, she appears to be better than Joe on the issue of Palestine and the genocide.
I feel bad for her because I think she's got a lot of baggage coming as a prosecutor.
I mean, I'd like to see her stand up and, support a ceasefire and finding a path towards peace.
It's giving me some hope, actually. Politics, they're just so crazy now, and I do think that Joe Biden needed to step down.